What's going on, everybody? It's another edition of the NRW Checkpoint, with your man WebsterStyle. And of course, I'm here with Brian Sapph. Brian, how you doing today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Doing good, Mr. Talk+Play blerdcast himself. We got a lot to do, man. Look, we can't even talk about Sony and Cloudplay and all the other Activision, and Microsoft is closed finally.
Yes.
It has started. The onslaught has started, so let us begin. First up, we have Skull Island: Rise of Kong on the PS4, 5, Xbox One, SS, PC, and Switch. Embark on a third-person action adventure quest to avenge the death of your parents at the hands of the ultimate alpha predator, Gar. Conquer waves of primal beast and defeat the minions of your arch nemesis on your way to become the rightful king of Skull Island. Traverse the mysterious islands and uncover lore and all the secrets of the island has to offer as you encounter swamps, waterfalls, jungles, skylight-filled caves that give the island's flora and fauna its power. Obviously, you're playing as King Kong, okay?
Yeah.
So, but you're not quite king yet. You're just Kong.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this game is reminding a lot of people of that Gollum game that came out. So it's probably a stay away.
The what is it? Lord of the Rings game?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw some gameplay on this. I'm like, yeah, I will. I don't know how much this costs, but they better not be charging any more than $39.99 for that game. I'll put it that way.
What is it looking like? This is my first time hearing about it.
It doesn't look good.
Okay.
It looks like a $39.99 game.
Okay.
So if it's any more than that, I will be upset.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yes. Okay. Next up, we have Cyberknight's Flashpoint on the PC, Mac, Linux, and mobile, which really means it's going to run really, really well on the Steam Deck. Explore the dark future of 2022-31, which really isn't that far away when you think about it, which is kind of scary.
Not
200 years away from now. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, as you run your crew of underworld mercenaries pulling off high-stakes heists, you choose from faction power players to survive. Cyberknights wraps a world full of consequential story choices and character development around a extensive core of classic and new tactical RPG elements. So it's a tactical RPG set in a futuristic heist setting. Okay. All right. Next up, we have, there's really, I guess, only one. Actually, there are two big hitters this week. This is probably, this is maybe B team, but high B team. This is Sonic Superstars on a PS4, 5, Xbox One, SX, Switch, and PC. Adventure through the mystical North Star Islands in this all-new take on the classic 2D Sonic high-speed action platformers. Play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, no big to cat, and harness all new emerald powers. Where's Shadow? He misses people. To move and attack in dynamic new ways, navigate gorgeous, never before seen environments solo or with up to 3 other players, and stop Dr. Eggman, Fang, who's Fang, and a mysterious new adversary from converting the island's giant animals into badniks before it's too late. And we are watching a trailer for this one.
Okay, good. Because I'm interested to see. Yeah.
It looks pretty good. Sega's been on a roll with their Sonic games. We had Sonic Frontiers last year, which was looked pretty good and was very well received. The only misstep they had was the whole Sonic Origins thing, which they rectified with Sonic Origins Plus. So, they're doing pretty good for themselves. Yeah. They righted the Sonic ship.
Even the Sonic Racers game is pretty cool.
That's always been pretty good, though. Even, it's a good alternative to Mario Kart. It's better than a lot of other kart races out there compared to Mario Kart.
Definitely.
All right. Next up is a weird title when you think about it, but a cool one nonetheless. Wizard with a Gun on the PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. Wizard with a Gun is an online sandbox survival game for 1 to 2 players set in a magical wilderness wrought with dangerous creatures and arcane mysteries. Embark on a journey alone or with a friend to collect, craft, and outfit your wizard however you see fit as you explore the unknown.
Okay. Is that just so it's Hogwarts Legacy with guns?
Yeah, I think it's not quite as expansive as Hogwarts Legacies. And looking at Lisa, I was pulling up everything off of Steam. It's definitely not as vibrant as Hogwarts.
Okay, that makes sense.
Next up is a game that makes me sad. Mike Mignola's Hellboy: The Web of Wyrd drops on the PS4, 5, Xbox One, SX, Switch, and PC. And it makes me sad because it's one of the last performances we have of Lance Reddick. Rest in peace. Okay. Yeah, he voiced Hellboy in his game. So Hellboy: Web of Wyrd is a roguelike action brawler with an original story created in partnership with Dark Horse Comics and Hellboy creator Mike Mignola. When an agent of the BRPD goes missing, Hellboy is sent in to investigate, pulling him into the depths of the weird. And we are watching a trailer for that one.
I was about to ask because I definitely want to see.
Yes. Next up, we have Slender, the arrival on the PS5, Xbox Series X, and S, and PC. Slender Man returns more terrifying than ever. You're on your own. Yes, Slender Man. No one to help you. No one to hear you scream. Relive the horror all over again with cutting-edge visuals for the 10th anniversary update and experience survival horror at its finest. So basically, it's a remaster of the original Slender game, which is weird to think that was 10 years ago.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Perfect for Halloween, though. I wore on time anyway.
Yeah, right on time. Actually, right on time. Yeah. Next up, we have Endless Dungeon on PS4, 5, Xbox One, SX, PC, and Switch. Again, no Xbox. No, I'm tripping. It's Xbox One. I'm saying it too fast. I don't remember what I'm saying. So Endless Dungeon is a roguelite. Here we go again. Another roguelite.
I'm
tactical action game set in the award-winning Endless universe. Recruit a team of shipwreck heroes, plunge into a long-abandoned space station, and protect your crystal against never-ending waves of monsters, or die trying. Get reloaded and try again.
We're not watching. Okay. I'm going to check that one out.
Yeah, we're not watching a trailer. Look, with all these games, we can't watch that many trailers.
Yeah, no.
We would literally be here all night. Next up, Galactic Civilizations 4 Supernova. Take command of a civilization that has just achieved faster than light travel in Galactic Civilizations 4 Supernova, the newest entry in the award-winning space 4-time strategy game series. Explore the galaxy, colonize worlds, shape cultures, make alliances, fight wars, and pioneer new technologies.
Okay. I want to play that.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds very interesting. Now, this next game is one that just sounds very interesting. We're not watching trailers for, so I suggest you guys watch it on your own. It is Gangs of Sherwood on the PS5, Xbox Series S, X, and PC. Fight the armies of the Sheriff of Nottingham and lead the rebellion. Solo or in co-op with up to 4 players. Play as one of the married men. Combine your attacks and free the people in this futuristic dystopia inspired by the legend of Robin Hood. Now, this sounds interesting. I've seen many interpretations of Robin Hood, and I forget that cartoon where it was like kind of like Robin Hood in the future. I think it came out in the late 90s. I gotta look that up then because I didn't think about it. I was pulling this like, I do remember that Robin Hood cartoon, but just the whole Robin Hood theme set in the future sounds pretty cool. So
it does. All right, like Guardians of the Galaxy a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Next up, we have a proper remaster. You know, we get all these remasters lately.
Right.
Gargoyles remaster on the PS4, Xbox Series 1, S, and X. It's really Xbox One. I don't know why it has listed S and X because I looked it up to make sure. It doesn't make sense that this game isn't coming on Xbox One, but it's Xbox One. Switch and PC. Gargoyles Remastered is an artfully crafted revival of the 90s classic 16-bit side-scrolling platform adventure. Relive the epic journey of Goliath and the Gargoyles, featuring enhanced visuals, animations, and effects. Or sound effects. That's effects. All inspired by the acclaimed anime series. The world of Gargoyles comes to life with a level of detail that will thrill fans of the animated series and retro gaming enthusiasts alike. Experience classic gameplay that stays authentic to its predecessor while including new features such as achievements, gameplay rewind, and more. So were you a fan of the Gargoyles series growing up, Brian?
Yes, I was just about to say I was really big. I really like Gargoyles. I had toys and everything. Like,
that's awesome. Gargoyles were awesome.
Show. Yeah.
For me, it was even more awesome because like half the cast was from Star Trek Next Generation. So
yeah, I bet you did enjoy that.
Even more of a treat for me every time I watched it.
Yeah.
Next up, we're going back to the world of Hot Wheels, where Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged. Basically, it's on everything. It's on everything. Right. There's no point. It's on everything. You got the system. You can play this game. The world's raddest cars are back and taking the fun to the next level. Race over 130 vehicles with crazy new mechanics, even more vehicle types. Plus, build your tracks with stunning new environments and different game modes to have fun off and online.
Ooh. They need to do a like an online Hot Wheels game, just an online racing game designed around Hot Wheels. I think the kids are like that.
I agree. I'm surprised it's not like a mobile game or a free-to-play game.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Next up, we stick with racing, but we go in off-roading with Overpass 2 and the PS5, Xbox Series systems, and PC. Identify the best routes and balance of power, speed, and precision to overcome obstacles at the controls of a UTV, ATV, or rock bouncer. I have no idea what anything is other than an ATV. And actually, no, I think I know what a rock bouncer is. Maybe I don't know. I'm not a cars person.
Right.
So in both solo and multiplayer mode, your talent and choices of technique will make the difference. So that's a racing off-roading simulation game. You get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Next, we go back to the past, but with a VR twist. The Seventh Guest VR on PSVR 2, Oculus Quest, like this is MetaQuest, and PC. The iconic supernatural mystery of the Seventh Guest has been brought back to life with cutting-edge VR technology that delivers an atmospheric story like no other. Explore the foreboding mansion, solve challenging puzzles, and uncover its dark secrets.
VR games, I don't know. Something about it just they're not appealing to me.
I feel you on that one.
I get it.
Yeah, it's just something about the way they are now. And again, 10 years from now, we may be singing a different tune. I mean,
yeah, definitely. Because I want VR like you seen Ready Player One?
Yes.
That's what I want. If I'm gonna do virtual reality, I want it like that. It has taken us a long time to even get to the point where we are now. Because I remember it was a TV show on Fox. This is like circa, I think I was still middle school, or high school. So it must have been 94, 95-ish, called VR5. Okay. And I just remember that being like Lawnmower Man type of stuff, that sort of VR immersiveness. And, everybody thought that was the future. And here we are in 2023. Yeah. I want to say 2024 because in my real life, we deal in fiscal years, and fiscal year is 2024. So it gets confusing sometimes. Kuya, you know what I'm talking about. And it's one of those things where we're just getting to the point where we're getting sort of a mass market consumer option, which really isn't that mass market considering the price. Right. And that's what, a good 30 years ago when I really think about it. So it's taken VR a long time to really catch on for us to even get to this point, or really, I want to say catch on and advance. So if we go in this speed we going now, it may be a while before we get to that Ready Player One stage. We'll be old men. Right. I remember in my day. These damn face mask with a phone screen attached to them. I don't know.
We getting there. But next up we have The Gap. The Gap's on the PS5, Xbox Series systems, and PC. The Gap, right. Driven by a rare neurological affliction plaguing his family, Joshua has to recover his memories by exploring parallel realities through deja vu. Facing the innermost depths of his past, moments both joyous and painful seems to be the only way to get his life and family back together. Now, I wish we had time to watch this one because this description makes me want to watch this trailer.
I was about to say, it sounds like a movie I need to be watching.
Yeah, sounds very psychological horror-ish too.
Definitely.
So yeah, sounds interesting. But check that out. We definitely will check that out on our own time. Next up is the 10th edition of, I'm sure, a party pack you've probably played once or twice, as have I. The Jackbox Party Pack 10 on everything. Pretty much. Celebrate the franchise's return with 5 new party games in one hilarious pack. Reunion, work party, hanging with pals. There's a game for everyone in every occasion, from strategy, drawing, trivia, or music. Play with your phone or tablet. No special controller required. Game support up to 9 players and 10,000 audience members. Ready to play things global? Ready to take things global. All Party Pack 10 games can be played in English, Francais, Italian, German, or Spanish, Espanol.
Right.
So there's no reason for you not to be able to play this game, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
English or Germanic language, you got it. Now, if you speak any of the Asiatic languages, I didn't develop the game. Just how it is.
Which, what they got against Asia? Because this is a fun game.
I don't know.
I know.
Yeah. Well, maybe they don't sell many games in Japan and the Asian markets. So, which I can see.
Talking about this company?
Yeah. That seems like a very much a Western experience.
I can see that. I just feel like they would have fun too.
I don't disagree, but all our tastes are different.
Yeah.
And if you play the Jackbox, you know that it's very Western in sort of theme. So compared to the wacky stuff we get out of Japan is wacky in its own right, and the wacky stuff we get out of here is definitely unique. There isn't much cross-pollination in cultures, and when you get into the weird and wacky stuff at times.
Right. You're right.
Speaking of weird, wacky, maybe not so much wacky, but the weird part. We have World of Horror dropping on PS4, 5, Switch, and PC. World of Horror is a roguelike style horror RPG that challenges players to investigate a series of creepy and unusual occurrences arising in the town of Shiokawa. Thank you. And consequently survive a cruel gauntlet of battles and challenges against the machinations of the old gods. Now, this game is it calls itself 1-bit style, but it is very reminiscent of the style of was it Juni Ito, I think that's the name, and H.P. Lovecraft. It takes inspiration from both of those, so it's definitely going to be a visual feast, even in the black and white 1-bit style that it is.
Okay.
All right, next up.
Oh, interesting though.
Man, I can't believe we got through those that fast. Last 2 games on the list are definitely the if you know, this is
the big dogs.
You think back to what's this 2000s, like 2000, 2001. We're talking about this is the Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire of the crew slugging it out.
Yeah,
want to break that record. Marvel Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. In this installment, Peter Parker and Miles Morales struggle to navigate the next steps in their personal lives while combating an assortment of villains, among them a private militia of mercenaries led by Kraven the Hunter, a sand-based criminal Sandman, the monstrous lizard, and the extraterrestrial Venom symbiote, which bonds itself to Peter and negatively influences him, threatening to destroy his personal relationships. And of course, we're watching a trailer for this one.
Got to. I'm excited.
And last but not least, it's a wonderful feeling, Brian. It's wonderful.
I understand.
Yes. Super Mario Wonder. And of course, it's only on the Switch. Come on now.
Yeah.
We have to say that.
We don't.
No, we don't. But Super Mario Wonder is a 2D side-scrolling game where Mario and his friends are invited to the Flower Kingdom. We've been saying Mushroom Kingdom for like 40 years now, so it rolls off the tongue with no sort of thought. But Bowser steals the Wonder Flower and turns and turns it into a flying fortress. Of course it does. He does. Flying fortresses, Bowser, of course. That's like, par for the course. The game features a new power-up that allows Mario to transform into Elephant Mario, which is really cool looking. The game also has a co-op mode where players can choose from different characters, including Princess Peach, Princess Daisy, and Yoshi.
Yes.
Well, we got through all 18 of them. Goodness gracious.
Something I like about this Mario game, well, I know we're watching a trailer.
Yeah, we're watching a trailer for him. But first up, we're getting to Mario Wonder, but first up, we got Spider-Man 2.
The sequel.
We have to talk. This is something else. I need your help. Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself?
Why does Peter look weird?
Okay. Huh?
Miles, this is crazy.
What's his name? Negative Man?
And it chose you. Get it off of him! Ready for
Oh man, that look.
I'm the hero here, not you. What the hell's going on with Pete?
You're not yourself.
You want to join us?
He's here.
Walk down the whole building!
I know I can snap him out of this.
We can fight this together!
Ready? Yeah.
Did they change the character design for Peter Parker?
What you mean?
He looks different than the first
He does.
game.
It look different from the first game, don't he?
Yeah, he looks younger. It doesn't fit to me.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be like a mentor for Miles.
Exactly. He looks like Miles is like he's like maybe a couple years older, like 2-3. Not like I wouldn't expect this guy to be a mentor.
Right.
Maybe
it got something to do with the symbiote.
No, because I think they did the redesign in Miles Morales' game, if I remember correctly. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I remember there was some stink about that.
I didn't play Miles Morales.
I didn't play it. I didn't see it. But yeah, he just looks off. And Mary Jane looks off too. She looks like her design looks too.
I don't like this.
Yeah, me either.
She don't look like Mary Jane.
I think I saw something about this online, but when we think of Mary Jane, we don't think of plain Jane.
No.
And I'm not saying Mary Jane is hot, sexy with it, but there's something about the character that evokes a beauty.
Yeah, she got like a charm to her. Cause
thank you. There's a charm. This character design for Mary Jane. She could be anybody.
I was about to say she could be like a civilian.
Yeah, she could be an NPC in this game. Like there's nothing about her that stands out. She looks like she could be any other redhead or whatever color hair. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like it's no charm to the character design for her. And I know it's about the story, but still, these are iconic characters. And Peter looks
different,
very nondescript.
Yeah.
I mean,
very, basic.
Yeah, basic. Like him and Mary Jane look very like Miles looks like Miles. Miles looks like the same character I saw in the games. The previous two games. He looks very distinct. He looks different. He doesn't look like he would be an NPC. Peter and the facials, they look like he'd be NPCs to me. Like,
which is crazy because the Peter and the first Spider-Man game, I did play that one, which. Great game, by the way. Now I'm thinking about it, but yeah, he looked, like somebody. I thought he was Peter. I'm like, okay, that's Peter, right?
Yeah, exactly. This guy doesn't look like Peter.
But I'm interested to see. Like how that dynamic plays into the overall story of the game. Because you're right, Mary Jane, she don't pop. She like on the screen and she like, okay, he talking to somebody he just stayed off a bus. I need Mary Jane to kind of feel like she's important to Peter's story because she is. Right. he's not gonna beat the symbiote without her like pep talk or whatever she do. But
right,
which was the Mary Jane in the first one? I don't know if it was a Mary Jane in the first game. I can't remember. Oh, it was a Felicia Hardy. But anyway,
yeah, I think she's in the first game.
Yeah,
don't you play as her at one point in the first game?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
the character design was different. That's for sure. And this game only takes place like 9 months after the original, after Miles Morales. So it's not like we're talking about years time jump or something. But okay,
yeah.
Well, that's our take on Spider-Man 2. Let's go to the Flower Kingdom with Super Mario Wonder.
Let's go.
That was good. That was good, Brian.
Onward and upward.
Like, I don't even play this on handheld. I want to play this on TV.
You know what?
So bright.
Yes. And it's crazy because when I was watching.
Wait a minute. Did the Brian Prentice get out of it and start following you?
Yeah.
Yo, that's a nightmare-inducing stuff right there.
They made a point about, look how beautiful the game looks. Definitely a TV. Got a doctor switch for this. Gotta be so fun to play. Because according to Nintendo, each part is different. The Wonderlands, they don't repeat themselves.
Yeah. I love how it's kind of like a 2D, 3D. This is so awesome. Well,
I'm ready for that game.
You can't go wrong with that.
Nah, and they even I like the feature. They made it a little bit more inclusive for the younger players.
Yes,
so it's like if you play as Yoshi and one other character, like you don't take damage from like any of the enemies.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you fall off a cliff, you're starting over. but yeah, they're like impervious to damage. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Next up, we have Mike Mignola's Hellboy, Web of Wyrd.
So, what are we dealing with here? That's all.
When they showed this at the summer showcase, I got it. It looked just like a Hellboy comic.
Your job is to find possible links between the spikes before they cause any further repercussions.
That's a fun word. There goes nothing. Stay down! Come on! I got a present for you.
Not yet, half-breed. Soon. I promise. Soon.
It is. I have to add that one to my list.
We've talked about this before. With games like this, where they're able to literally mimic the art style from
from a comic book, begs the question for the need for these super duper systems that could run things at 60 frames per second and auto resin and all the other buzzwords they use in 8K. It's like that looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't need this. And again, they have their place, but I beg the question, have we hit a point in game development where, for the most part, that sort of technology isn't needed to give us games that look and play like that?
I would say so. I think the Nintendo has kind of been like proven that throughout like time, pretty much since their inception. Like they've never ever chased like state of the art technology and It's always been, no, we're gonna keep it very simple, graphically pleasing in a way that's colorful and bright and simplistic, appealing to multiple ages. I think developers are just starting to catch up, honestly, and understand, like, okay, if we want to make a game that's beautiful and doesn't necessarily have to take advantage of all of the capabilities these new machines could do or whatever, we could just change the art style, give it a cool feeling, and put it on all the systems. It don't have to just be, limited to a Switch, because the capabilities of the Switch are limited compared to the other systems. I don't know. But I appreciate that, though, because for a long time, especially I feel like the last generation of consoles, that's all they were trying to do, is like make games that look super duper great and make your PlayStation or your Xbox overheat just because there's so much going on. I like that we're to a point now where developers are like, let's do party games and not care about graphics too much, and let's do games like this where it's more about the art style is actually like a character in the game, kind of. I like that. I think that's a good place for us to be.
I agree. And last but not least, another old favorite, Sonic and Sonic Superstars.
The Superstars Sonic.
This looks amazing.
Okay. The old days was like today.
Yeah.
I like this too.
It's like the 2D levels in Sonic Generations were like 10 times better.
It did say it was co-op.
Yeah, it did.
I wonder if that's local play or you can do online.
That's a good question. Probably online. Well, I would bet money is definitely online. I guess the big question is, does it often go for couch co-op? A lot of games do that.
I want to play. I want to play.
That look awesome. That look absolutely awesome.
I actually grew up on like Sonic. I had a hand-me-down Sega, and I used to play Sonic 1 and 2 like all day, and Miss Pac-Man.
Hey, you can't go wrong with Sonic, man. Like,
you can't.
Sonic. My man and I, like, we played like Sonic 2 player like all the time. Like, that was one of the games we always went back to and played as kids growing up.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
And once you beat the level, it's like that sense of that gratification come over, that sense of like
right. Like Sonic 1 is one of the first. Now, the one thing with Nintendo games, a lot of those games were notoriously hard.
Yeah,
like,
and I like that.
And I'm not saying Super Mario Brothers was hard, but for me, it's one of those games I didn't beat. Like there were so many games like you just no. So like Double Dragon 2 was a game we beat, but we beat that with the Game Genie. Contra obviously with the code. But as growing up, I remember because I think Sonic 1 was probably one of the first games I really grinded through and remember beating, and the satisfaction of beating that game, which is so cool.
Yeah, because they it's hard. They got it's an actual level of difficulty, and when you finally hit that level where it's like, oh wait, no, this game is actually hard. Then you realize you have to be skilled at this to win as well.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh, I got to time jumps and be on this. Like, great game. I'm glad Sonic and Mario. I'm glad that they stuck around.
Yeah, I'm glad that future generations and even us kids at heart still have these games to play. So, Brian, what's going on with you this week?
I am preparing another episode. Talk+Play blerdcast. I don't remember what I'm interested in talking about on this particular drop. Like Sony and all this stuff. It's a lot of stuff on going on. I'm probably gonna talk about that. But outside of that, I don't really have nothing much. Just preparing that. What about yourself?
It's a light week here. Dropped the episode 167 of the Sotorian Geek podcast talking about Sonic Superstars. My audio interview with Sean Crenshaw, one of the faces of Ovation Fragrances. So my interview is there with him, as well as talking about Herod Royal Rose from Bond number 9. Cliff notes: get it for your mama, get it for your grandmama. It's not a horrible fragrance, but it's not what I was expecting, and it reminds me of those fresh green fragrances like your grandmom and mom. Well, the church ladies wore.
Okay,
it's very old school smelling to me. So
okay,
that's me. Again, it's not a bad thing. It's just that this is what I expect to smell on somebody who got some age on them.
Okay,
it's just my opinion.
That's fine. I know a couple old people that want to be smelling good. So
yep. So that's it for me. It's been a light week. Also, Game Bites is out both on NRW as well as WebsterStyle, talking about Forza Motorsport. So that dropped last week, and then on Sunday on WebsterStyle YouTube. So all that's there. It's a light week this week, but we coming back next week. And of course, you are currently, you are with the nerds rule the world. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at the NRW. On Instagram and New Release Ones, and of course, you're currently on YouTube, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe.